Michael lived in a small, cozy house with his mom, dad, and little sister, Lily. Their house was filled with love, even though they didn't have much money. Michael's dad worked very hard at a factory, and his mom took care of the house and Lily. Michael knew his parents always worried about making ends meet. From a young age, Michael was a bright and curious boy. He loved reading books about science and the human body. He was fascinated by how doctors help people feel better, and dreamed of becoming one himself. He imagined wearing a white coat and using his knowledge to heal sick children and adults. Michael wasn't just smart, he was also incredibly hardworking. He always did his best in school, staying late to study in the library and helping his classmates with their homework. He understood that getting a good education was his best chance to make his dream a reality and help his family. Despite his hard work and big dreams, Michael knew it wouldn't be easy. He saw the worry lines on his parents' faces and overheard their conversations about bills and expenses. He knew that college, especially medical school, was very expensive. He wondered how he could ever afford it, even if he got accepted. The thought of not being able to pursue his dream because of money made him feel sad, but he refused to give up hope. He knew he had to keep working hard and believe that somehow, someday, he would find a way to become Dr. Michael. He just needed a little bit of help. Michael didn't just try hard in school, he truly excelled. Math problems that stumped other students seemed to click in his mind instantly. Science experiments were like exciting adventures, and he always asked thoughtful questions that showed he was really thinking about what he was learning. History lessons came alive for him, and he remembered dates and important events with ease. His teachers noticed his dedication and intelligence right away. Mrs. Davis, his English teacher, was especially impressed by his writing. She said he had a way with words and could tell stories that captivated everyone. Mr. Johnson, his science teacher, was amazed by Michael's understanding of complex concepts. He often used Michael's work as an example for the rest of the class. Even the principal, Mr. Thompson, knew Michael by name and would always stop to chat with him in the hallway. Michael's report cards were always filled with A's. He won the school's science fair 2 years in a row with his innovative projects. He was also the captain of the school's math team, leading them to victory in several competitions. Everyone in town knew that Michael was a special student with a bright future. He wasn't just getting good grades, he was truly learning and growing. His success in school wasn't just about being smart, it was also about his character. He was always kind and respectful to his teachers and classmates. He helped others who were struggling, sharing his knowledge and encouragement. He was a role model for everyone around him, showing that hard work and dedication could lead to great things. He was proving to everyone, including himself, that he had the potential to achieve his dream of becoming a doctor. Michael knew that applying to college was a big step toward becoming a doctor. He spent hours researching different schools, looking for ones with strong science programs and good medical schools. He filled out application after application, carefully writing essays about his dreams and his commitment to helping others. He asked his teachers for letters of recommendation, and they were happy to write glowing reviews of his abilities and character. He applied to many colleges, both near and far, hoping to increase his chances of getting accepted. He knew that even if he got into a good school, the biggest challenge would be paying for it. College tuition was very expensive, and his family didn't have much money saved. He knew he would need to rely on scholarships and financial aid to make his dream a reality. He researched different scholarship opportunities and applied for every one he could find. He spent hours filling out applications, writing essays, and gathering all the necessary documents. He knew that winning a scholarship could make a huge difference in his ability to afford college. Even with the possibility of scholarships, Michael was still worried. He knew that even a large scholarship might not cover all of the costs of tuition, room, and board. He wondered if he would have to take out loans, which would mean owing a lot of money after graduation. He didn't want to burden his family with debt. The worry about money was always in the back of his mind, even as he eagerly awaited the college acceptance letters. He tried to stay positive and hopeful, but the financial burden felt heavy. He knew his dream was within reach, but the cost seemed like a huge mountain to climb. The mailbox became the most important spot in the world for Michael. Every day after school, he would race home, hoping to find a thick envelope with a college logo. Finally, the letters started arriving. One by one, Michael received acceptance letters from several universities. He was thrilled. His hard work had paid off. He had proven that he was smart enough and capable enough to get into college. But his excitement was quickly tempered by the financial aid packages that came with the acceptance letters. He carefully read each offer, trying to understand the numbers and figure out if it was enough. He showed the letters to his parents, and together they tried to make sense of the complicated financial jargon. Unfortunately, the news wasn't good. While the colleges offered some financial aid, it wasn't nearly enough to cover the full cost of tuition, room, and board. The remaining amount was still a huge sum of money that his family simply couldn't afford. The reality of the situation began to sink in, and Michael felt a wave of discouragement wash over him. His dream, which had seemed so close, now felt like it was slipping away. He had worked so hard, achieved so much, and yet it might all be for nothing because of money. He felt frustrated and disappointed. He even started to doubt himself, wondering if he should just give up on his dream and find a job to help support his family. The weight of his financial situation felt heavier than ever before. He wondered if there was any way out. The future, once so bright, now seemed uncertain and clouded with doubt. Mrs. Davis, Michael's English teacher, had always believed in him. She saw his potential not just in his excellent grades, but also in his kind heart and his genuine desire to help others. She knew how much he wanted to become a doctor and how hard he had worked to achieve his dream. When she heard about his financial struggles, she felt a deep sense of sadness and determination to help. She remembered reading about Senator Kennedy's commitment to helping young people and his belief in the importance of education. She decided to write him a letter, explaining Michael's situation and pleading for his help. She carefully crafted the letter, describing Michael's exceptional academic record, his strong character, and his unwavering commitment to becoming a doctor. She emphasized how his financial circumstances were the only thing standing in the way of his dream. In her letter, she wrote about Michael's family's hard work and dedication, and how they had always supported his education, even though they didn't have much money. She explained that Michael had applied for numerous scholarships and financial aid programs, but it still wasn't enough. She hoped that Senator Kennedy would be moved by Michael's story and would be willing to intervene on his behalf. Mrs. Davis spent a long time perfecting the letter, making sure it accurately portrayed Michael's situation and conveyed the urgency of his need. She knew that Senator Kennedy was a busy man, but she hoped that he would take the time to read her letter and consider helping Michael. She sealed the envelope with hope in her heart, knowing that this letter could be Michael's last chance to achieve his dream. She mailed it the next day, praying for a positive response. Senator Kennedy was known throughout the country for his kindness and his genuine care for people. He believed that every young person deserved the opportunity to reach their full potential, regardless of their background or financial situation. He often spent time reading letters from ordinary citizens, listening to their concerns and trying to find ways to help. One day, among the stacks of mail, a letter from Mrs. Davis caught his eye. He recognized the name Kennedy on the envelope and opened it with interest. As he read Mrs. Davis's words, he was deeply moved by Michael's story. He learned about Michael's intelligence, his hard work, and his unwavering determination to become a doctor. He also learned about the financial struggles that were preventing him from achieving his dream. Senator Kennedy felt a strong connection to Michael's situation. He remembered his own struggles and the challenges he had faced in his life. He admired Michael's resilience and his commitment to helping others. He believed that Michael had the potential to make a real difference in the world. He was particularly touched by Mrs. Davis's dedication to her student. He admired her for taking the time to write the letter and for caring so deeply about Michael's future. He knew that teachers like Mrs. Davis were essential to the success of young people. After finishing the letter, Senator Kennedy made a decision. He knew that he had to do something to help Michael. He couldn't let such a bright and promising young man be held back by his financial circumstances. He resolved to use his influence to help Michael achieve his dream. He set the letter aside, knowing that he would take action the very next day. He felt a sense of purpose and determination, knowing that he could make a positive impact on Michael's life. The next morning, Senator Kennedy's staff prepared a list of the universities that had accepted Michael. After reviewing the list, Senator Kennedy learned that Michael's top choice was a prestigious university known for its excellent medical program. He picked up the phone and personally dialed the university president's office. The president's secretary answered, a little surprised to hear from Senator Kennedy. After a brief explanation, she quickly connected him to the president. Senator Kennedy introduced himself and explained the reason for his call. He spoke passionately about Michael, highlighting his outstanding academic record, his strong character, and his unwavering commitment to becoming a doctor. He explained Michael's financial situation, emphasizing that the lack of adequate financial aid was the only thing preventing him from attending the university. He argued that Michael was an exceptional student who deserved the opportunity to pursue his dream. He stressed that investing in Michael's education would not only benefit him, but also the community he would eventually serve as a doctor. Senator Kennedy didn't demand or threaten. Instead, he appealed to the president's sense of fairness and compassion. He spoke about the importance of providing opportunities for talented young people, regardless of their financial background. He reminded the president that the university had a responsibility to nurture the next generation of leaders and professionals. He ended the call by thanking the president for his time and consideration. He expressed his hope that the university would reconsider Michael's financial aid package and give him the chance to fulfill his potential. He knew that his phone call might make a difference, but he also understood that the final decision rested with the university. He hung up the phone, hoping for the best, and trusting that his words had made a positive impact. Senator Kennedy's phone call had a significant impact. The university president, deeply impressed by Senator Kennedy's personal advocacy, gathered the Financial Aid Committee to reconsider Michael's application. They reviewed his academic record, his letters of recommendation, and his compelling personal essay. They also discussed Senator Kennedy's heartfelt words about Michael's potential and his deserving nature. After a lengthy discussion, the committee reached a unanimous decision. They decided to offer Michael a full scholarship, covering all his tuition, room and board, and even a stipend for books and supplies. They recognized that Michael was an exceptional student who deserved the opportunity to attend their university, regardless of his financial circumstances. The university president personally called Senator Kennedy to share the good news. He thanked the senator for bringing Michael's case to his attention and assured him that Michael would be a valuable addition to the university community. Senator Kennedy was overjoyed to hear the news. He knew that this scholarship would change Michael's life forever. The university then sent Michael an official letter, informing him of the full scholarship. Michael couldn't believe his eyes when he read the letter. He reread it several times to make sure he wasn't dreaming. He ran to his parents, tears streaming down his face, and shared the incredible news. His parents were equally overjoyed and relieved. They hugged Michael tightly, expressing their pride and gratitude. Their prayers had been answered. Michael's dream was finally within reach. The weight of financial worry lifted from their shoulders, replaced by hope and excitement for the future. The news of the full scholarship spread quickly through Michael's family and community. Everyone was overjoyed and incredibly grateful for Senator Kennedy's generosity and support. Michael's parents were overwhelmed with emotion. They couldn't believe that someone so important and powerful would take the time to help their son. They felt a deep sense of gratitude and respect for Senator Kennedy. Michael was equally grateful. He knew that without Senator Kennedy's intervention, he wouldn't have been able to attend his dream university. He felt a strong sense of responsibility to make the most of this opportunity and to honor Senator Kennedy's belief in him. He vowed to work even harder in college and to dedicate his life to helping others, just as Senator Kennedy had helped him. Lily, Michael's little sister, was so excited for her brother. She knew how much he wanted to become a doctor, and she was proud of him for achieving his dream. She drew a picture of Michael in his white coat and gave it to him as a good luck charm. Michael's family decided to write a thank you letter to Senator Kennedy, expressing their heartfelt gratitude for his kindness and generosity. They told him how much his support meant to them and how it had changed their lives forever. They also promised to keep him updated on Michael's progress in college. Mrs. Davis was also thrilled to hear about the scholarship. She felt a sense of pride in Michael and a sense of gratitude towards Senator Kennedy for recognizing his potential. She knew that Michael would make a great doctor and that he would use his skills to make the world a better place. The entire town celebrated Michael's success, recognizing that his achievement was a testament to his hard work, his family's support, and the kindness of a compassionate leader. Michael arrived at college with a mix of excitement and nervousness. The campus was much larger and more impressive than anything he had ever seen. He felt a little intimidated by the other students, many of whom came from wealthy families and seemed to know so much already. But he also felt a deep sense of gratitude and determination. He knew that he had been given an incredible opportunity, and he wasn't going to waste it. He threw himself into his studies, attending every class, taking detailed notes, and spending hours in the library. He joined study groups and made friends with other students who were just as passionate about learning as he was. He found the courses challenging, but he enjoyed the intellectual stimulation and the opportunity to explore new ideas. Whenever he felt overwhelmed or discouraged, he would think about Senator Kennedy's kindness and support. He remembered the phone call that had changed his life and the belief that Senator Kennedy had placed in him. That memory would always give him the motivation to keep going. He carried a small photo of Senator Kennedy in his wallet, a constant reminder of the man who had made his dream possible. He excelled in his science courses, earning top grades in biology, chemistry, and physics. He also participated in research projects, working alongside professors and graduate students on cutting-edge medical research. He discovered a passion for helping others and volunteered at a local hospital, assisting doctors and nurses with patient care. He made his family proud, sending them regular updates on his academic progress and his experiences in college. He knew that their sacrifices had made it possible for him to be there, and he wanted to show them that their efforts were not in vain. Michael was determined to make the most of his education and to become a doctor who would make a positive impact on the world. Years passed, filled with long nights of studying, challenging exams, and countless hours of hands-on training. Michael never forgot the opportunity he had been given, and he remained dedicated to his goal of becoming a doctor. He excelled in medical school, earning the respect of his professors and the admiration of his fellow students. Finally, the day arrived when Michael received his medical degree. He stood on the stage, beaming with pride, as he accepted his diploma. He had achieved his dream. He was officially Dr. Michael. He chose to return to his hometown to practice medicine, wanting to give back to the community that had supported him along the way. He opened a small clinic in a low-income neighborhood, providing affordable health care to those who needed it most. He treated every patient with kindness and compassion, listening to their concerns and providing them with the best possible care. Dr. Michael quickly became known throughout the town as a skilled and caring doctor. He was always willing to go the extra mile for his patients, whether it was making house calls to those who couldn't come to the clinic or spending extra time explaining medical procedures in simple terms. He remembered his own family's struggles and made sure that no one was denied care because of their inability to pay. He became a role model for the young people in the community, showing them that anything is possible with hard work, dedication, and the support of others. He often volunteered at the local school, talking to students about the importance of education and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. He never forgot the kindness of Senator Kennedy and Mrs. Davis, and he strived to emulate their generosity and compassion in his own life. Dr. Michael never forgot the challenges he had overcome to achieve his dream. He often shared his story with young people, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds, to inspire them to pursue their own goals, no matter how difficult they might seem. He would tell them about his family's struggles, his worries about affording college, and the incredible kindness of Senator Kennedy and Mrs. Davis. He emphasized that hard work, determination, and the support of others can make anything possible. He encouraged them to never give up on their dreams and to always believe in themselves. He always remembered JFK's impact on his life. He knew that without Senator Kennedy's intervention, he wouldn't have been able to become a doctor and help so many people. He often spoke about Senator Kennedy's compassion and his commitment to helping young people achieve their potential. He wanted to honor Senator Kennedy's memory by continuing to make a positive difference in the world. Dr. Michael established a scholarship fund in Senator Kennedy's name, providing financial assistance to deserving students who wanted to pursue careers in medicine. He also mentored young people, offering them guidance and support as they navigated their own challenges. He wanted to pay forward the kindness he had received and to create opportunities for others to succeed. He often said that Senator Kennedy's act of kindness had not only changed his life but had also inspired him to change the lives of others. He believed that even small acts of generosity can have a profound impact on the world. And so, Dr. Michael continued to share his story, inspire others, and remember the man who had made his dream possible, ensuring that Senator Kennedy's legacy of compassion and service would live on for generations to come.